Generally, how the execution happens, top to bottom. So if I have a group of statements, how they will be executed? Let us say I have a group of statements. If I have a statement like this, how they will be executed? Your execution is going to be 1, 2, 3. When I say I have a group of statements, how they are executed? They are executed in the order of 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want all the statements to be executed. I don't want all the statements to be executed. I want the statements to be executed only when a condition is met. I don't want all the statements to be executed. I want the statements to be executed only when the condition is true. I want the statements to be executed only when the condition is true. I want the statements to be executed only when the condition is true. So I want to check a condition. Only when the condition is true, I want to run the statements. Then what I do? I will go with if. I'll go with if. Now generally, it is a sequence of steps. 1, 2, 3, 4 we are going to get. Now I don't want the statements to execute. I want the statements to execute only when a particular condition is met or when a particular logic is met. In that case, I'll go with the if condition. Right. So, if condition is true, run this. If condition is false, run another set of statement. Okay. If else, if the condition is true, run the statement 1, 2, 3, 4. If the condition is false, run statement 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you getting my point? So, I want to run the statements only when a particular logic is true or a condition is true. Then I am going for if condition. So, let us take a first one. Statement 1. This is how I got. Statement 1, statement 2, if condition, statement 3, statement 4, statement 5, statement 6. Now I have statement 1, statement 2, if condition, statement 3, statement 4, statement 5, statement 6. In this case, what happens here? Look at the point. If condition is true, then what we are going to get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These statements, the statements which I wrote in the if, the scope, the if will run only when the condition is true. Whatever the statements I wrote in the scope of if, whatever the statements I wrote in the scope of if, they will execute only when the condition is true. Okay, whatever the statements I wrote in the if, they will execute only when the condition is true. Only when the condition is true. I repeat, the if scope will execute only when the statement is true. If the if scope will run only when the condition is true. Look at the point here. If the condition is false, then we are going to get 1, 2, 5, 6. We are not worried what logic we are going to write. First, let us understand when it will execute, when it won't execute. So, when the condition is true, when the condition is true, this is going to execute. When the condition is false, it will not execute. This is how we got it. Example 1, statement 1, statement 2, if condition, statement 3, statement 4, 5, 6. If the condition is true, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If the condition is false, 1, 2, 5, 6. Right. Let's go to the next one. Mute your mics, everyone. Next example. Let us take the next example. Here I am giving statement 1. If condition 1, condition 2, this is my program. Now tell me what will run. So I have given here execution, condition 1 true, condition 2, condition 1, condition 2, both of them are true. Condition 1, condition 2, both of them are true. Condition 1 true, condition 2 true. Condition 1 true, condition 2 true. If both the statements are true, what is going to be executed? Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let us say I have the next one. Condition 1 true, condition 2 false. Condition 1 true, condition 2 false. Condition 1 true, condition 2 false. Then you got here 1, 2, 3. Now condition 1 is true, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Condition 2 false, 9 and 10 is not going to be executed. So we have 11. Condition 1 false, condition 2. So which statements are going to be executed? 1, 2, 3. Condition 1 false, 4, 5, 6 is not executed. 7, 8, we have 9, 10, 11, 12. Logic we'll see later. First understand the core theme of this if else. Condition 1 false, condition 2 false. 1 and 2, both of them are false. Then what happened? 1, 2, 3. As the condition is false, 4, 5, 6 will not run. So we have 7, 8. 2 is false. So we have 9, 10. Sorry, 11, 12. So we are deciding which statements are going to run, which statements are not going to run. So when you have a group of statements, now which will run, which will not run, when they will run, when they will not run. If you understand the basic theme, then we can go for writing the logic scheme. Now let us go to the next one. Example 3. So I have statement 1, statement 2. I have if condition 1, statement 3, statement 4. If condition 2. This is what we got. Then condition 1, one, two, three, all the three conditions are true. What is the order? 1, 2, condition 1 true, 3, 4, condition 2 true, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every if is independent. These statements will run if this is true. These statements will run if this is true. These statements will run if this is true. We can have a sequence of if statements. Now every if is independent. You have a condition. If you are true, you will run this. Otherwise, you will not run. Now what is the order of execution? Top to bottom. Line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wherever I encounter scope, then check out the condition. If the condition is true, run the logic. I hope you are good. Then let us go to the next one. Condition 1 false. 9 and 10. People are listening. Now condition 1 false. True. Now what is the order we have here? 1, 2, 1 is false. Go to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. So go back to the next one. So we have 1, 2, then condition 1 false, condition 2 true, 5, 6, condition 3 false, 9. I hope you are good with this. Now when you have a group of statements, when you want a set of statements to be executed, when a condition is true, then you specify if condition floor bracket. When do you write floor brackets? Scope you write. When you have a group of statements, I'll write a scope. When you have a group of statements under one name, we write a scope. When you want to write a group of statements under one name, we write the scope. Okay. Now, I hope the structure is clear, right? If structure is clear for everyone, non-developers who are new to the programming. Am I clear with this? Right. Now, next one is, how do you form the conditions? Now, you want to understand the condition. When you want to form the conditions, we have some operators. What are the operators we have? Okay. Double equal to. First we'll try with the double equal to. Now what was the double equal to? You want to compare whether the value of LH side is equal to value of RHS. The value of LHS is equal to value of RHS. The left hand side value and the right hand side value, both of them are equal or not. Now I give LHS double equal to RHS. If both the values are same, then it will return true. Any condition that we form will give you true or false. Now try to understand my point, everyone here. So I have a few things here. Integer a equal to 10, integer b equal to 10, double equal to b. Basically, I cannot use for integer, but to explain it, I have taken integer. Okay, I cannot use the third one for integer values, only to give an understanding. So integer means memory is allocated. This memory name is a. Now I told a equal to 10. So what was that? Assigning the value of 10 to. Now I gave integer b, memory is allocated. So it is b. Now I told b equal to 10, assigning the value 10 to variable called b. So equal to is assigning the value. Then when I say a double equal to b, what is the value of a? 10. It is going to give you. Now let us assume this memory location, A memory location is 400, B is some 500 memory location. Now when I say A triple equal to B, it is location of A, location of B. Is it same? Equal to will assign. Double equal to will check the values are same or not. Triple equal to will check whether locations are same or not. If triple equal to will verify whether locations are going to be same or not. Are you getting my point here? Right? Suppose I have some data here. To the same location, okay, two variables are different, ACC. Now, when I say ACC, both of them are referring to same location. Both of them are referring to same location. Equal to, double equal to, triple equal to. Equal to is to assign the value. Double equal to will verify value of LHS side is it equal to value of RHS side. Triple equal to will verify the location of LHS side and the location of RHS side. Both of them are same or not. I hope you got my point. Equal to, double equal to, triple equal to. But generally we use the double equal to more in operations. Okay. So let us take a quick example. Right. So check whether city is Hyderabad. Check whether industry is bank. Trading is check whether write the conditions. No. What we are doing, city, value of city double equal to, with the value of city equal to Hyderabad, it gives you true. Industry double equal to rating lead source. We are checking whether the value what we stored in the city is it Hyderabad or not. Whether the value what is stored in industry is it banking or not. Whether the value what we stored in rating is it hot or not.
Satish, are they going to be like a case sensitive?
No.
Okay.
Then we have the next one. Check whether annual revenue like is check whether amount is blank. So we are giving annual revenue double equal to, I told flag equal to true. Boolean values will be given directly. Boolean value will be given directly. Is a constant. Amount equal to null. name equal to blank. Blank means give single quotes. Blank means single quotes. So this is how we are going to use the primary operator. Comparing equal to. We are giving equal to. The next one, the other operators what we have? The first operation we have is equal to. Then rest all the things are relational operators. The relational operators we have less than. These are greater than.
Satish, I have a question
Yes.
on example 5, 6, 7. So, if, for example, if you take it as instead of a 30K, will it automatically convert it as a 30,000? It will assume, or
No.
also it will definitely.
It's a numerical figure.
Sorry.
No. You have to mention. You have to mention separate.
Okay. Okay. And coming to the flag is equal to 2, can we make it as a flag is equal to 1? It will be correct.
No.
It will be automatically
No.
take as a 2, right?
Flag, when I say true or false, is different. When you want to indicate 1 or 0, you need to specify it.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Not equals to. So any relational operator you give, they give true or false.
What's the difference here between null and blank?
When I say null, numerical values will compare it. Blank is for text values.
Okay.
So we are taking example. Example. Amount. Name is not equals to.
That is that flag equal true, or does it? If you put the quotes in that, then does it take as a string or?
1 minute, Amma. Just let me finish. I'll answer your question. Yeah. Go ahead. Which line number? Which line? Which line?
If you go top, there is a flag equal true, right?
Yes.
Does it should be on in the quotes or?
Boolean should be always Boolean values are straight away given. Now, if you put in a single quote, it's not a Boolean; it's a string.
It will take a string. Okay.
Satish, can you please explain on the date also? Is the same like that as you
Yeah, I'll do
said
it.
that before? Like
I'll do it. I'll do it. Right. Right. So start creating the conditions now. Start creating the conditions. So people who are new to the programming, make an attempt of writing. Don't copy it. People who are very new to the programming, please make an attempt of writing it. Make an attempt of writing it. Don't copy. Make an attempt of writing it. make an attempt of writing it. So what was the first one we had taken? We had, so name not equals, name not equals to Ravi, amount greater than, name not blank, then city not equal to, let me give null, if not, city not equal to null. So we had a salary less than, because I'm typing in the VF page, there's some issue there. Okay. The next, greater than equal to, then close date equal to system dot, if close date equal to system dot, date of birth is less than 10th November 1987. So what we do, date of birth less than date dot new instance of, okay, 1987 11, right. If you want to refer to a particular date, then create date dot new instance of that particular date. If you want to create a particular date, date dot new instance of year, month, day. Year, month, day. If you want to refer to today's date, system dot today. System dot today. I hope you are good with this. Now, this is to write
Hours,
that.
minutes, seconds, Satish.
Pardon?
Hours, minutes, seconds.
We'll make it boss.
Hours.
Let's go in a simplified format now. I'll explain it. I'll explain in a particular order. Okay. Yeah. Now, see, he has asked a question. I want to get a minute, seconds, millisecond. To do that, we have some functions. Again, we need to get into a class called date function. So let us not go to deviate from the topic. Okay. If you want to get a year out of this, we require some extra functions. Now we need to understand what is a date class, what are the methods in the date class, how to use them. I hope you got my point. Right. That's the reason
Yeah, fine.
I'm asking you to.
Satish,
Yeah. No.
Satish, we declared the example 8 as date, month, and year, but in the 112 line, we made it as year, month, and date. So, is there any difference, or do we have to declare the same
Now,
as well?
generally, when you define date, how you tell 10th November 1987. But in the programming, it is going to take the date in the form of year, month. Whatever the method we are using, whatever the format it is expecting you to enter, we are supposed to enter. But generally, how we write 10th November 1987 when you document it. But when you are using programmatically, they are expecting you to enter that date values in the form of year, month, day. I hope you got my point. This function is expecting the data in the form of year, month, day. Right, boss? Right. Let us go to let us go to the next part. We are trying to understand logical operators. So what are the logical operators we have? When is a logical? So look at this. What was this? AND operator. So when you want to check multiple condition, when you want to check two or more condition, when all the conditions are true, so syntax condition 1 and condition 1, condition 2, so we have next operator. What was this? Same story. When you say or, when one or more conditions are true, it will give you so and or. Pipeline. The symbol is a pipeline symbol. It will return true if the condition is false. This what we got. So we got now. Let us go back to some examples. Let us go back to examples. Place is SNL. Experience is more than 2 years. Lead source is web. Email is for. Then we had build these conditions. Start creating one by one conditions. So let us build the conditions. First one, city Hyderabad, and this equal to experience is greater than 3. Then we had salary equals to, okay. Then I had lead source equal to web. Lead source is web or email. Name is not blank, and name is not blank, name is not stage name type equal to, right boss. So when we have multiple conditions, we are going to use this. I hope you are good with this. Now all these are for what? Writing the conditions. Writing the conditions. Then I hope everybody is good with this. Okay. Now what is the purpose of this? We have seen all this because I want to write a condition. I told if condition. Now you write the condition. Once you design the condition, if the condition is true, run this. Otherwise, don't run this. Right? Okay. So let us go back to this one. Let us implement few if-else conditions. So look at the format, everyone. I am going with the statements here. File, edit, debug. So what are we finding here? Debug. How did you open a developer console? Name, developer console. When you click on name, developer console, then we had a file, edit, debug. Open the debug. Open, execute, anonymous debug. This is for testing, I am doing it. Okay, for testing. Second point. Generally, we don't use this for displaying the output. I am doing a testing process. Because we didn't start the Apex programming and Visual Force programming, output I am showing on log files. Testing files I am showing. Output I am showing on testing. Output I am showing on testing. This is not the way of printing your output. This is for testing the output. Whatever the way I am writing the program here, it's for testing. Because we didn't learn any Visual Force pages, I am showing the output lightly from the log file. Is that was clear? Okay. Now, we had system.debug. Whatever the string we give, that will be printed. System.debug, I have to give what? String. Any string that you give, that will be printed. Example, I was giving here system.debug. I told string, that's why it's in single quotes. System.debug. So whatever I give within the single quotes, it is printed. System.debug. System.debug string. It is a string. That's why I gave in a single quotes. Now, once you write it, we had an option. What is this? Open. Open log. Select this. Then go for execute. Write a program. Open log. Execute. When I execute, log file will open. Log file means how internally the program is executing. Log file will open. How internally program is executing. Now look at this. Scroll down. At the bottom, what is the option we have? We had an option here. What is the option? Debug only. Then it gives you messages that are printed by the log file. System.debug. So whatever I gave in system.debug, we are printing it. Are you getting my point? I told you, this is for testing. The way I write it is for unit testing. Okay. As I told you, we are not done the Visual Force. I was showing the output from log file. Okay. Now, look at the format again. How do you create? Debug, open execute anonymous window, then write it. System.debug, line 1, line 2, source. Now here I am giving integer age equal to 30. String name equal to Ravi. String branch equal to, this is what I get. Then I am giving system.debug, system.debug.
Satish, how did you open the debug page?
I'll
First
show
page,
you.
how did you came here? Okay.
System.debug. Right. This is how I'm doing. Right. Now what I'm doing? Printing the age, printing the name, printing the branch. Above I gave string. Here I'm printing integer, name, branch. So what are the values that we have in the variables? Those variables I'm printing here. Then you want to execute only this. Select this. What we have? Execute. You want to run everything or only that part? If you want to run only a part, select it and say execute. What we do? Debug 30 Ravi SL. I hope you are good with this, right? People, online people, when you have a query, do not interrupt while explanation is going on. After the topic, or ask for your queries. Please do not interrupt in the middle of the topic. Right? Anyone has a query, please ask me at the end of the topic. Do not interrupt in between the explanation. Okay. Now what was that? We have file, edit, debug. What was this debug? Click on debug, execute anonymous window. This is where I am writing the program. Right? Okay. Now, let us go to the next one. Now, I need to understand 2 points here. I need to understand 2 points here. One is string plus. Now we can make a addition operator. If you take a integer plus integer, you get integer value, right? Now you take integer plus decimal. People are very good at maths, right? Right. Now, this same thing I am applying with a string. I am applying with a string. Now the question is string plus string. Give you string plus integer will give you integer plus string will give you string plus anything will give you anything plus string will give you right? So string plus anything is also a string. Anything plus string is also a string. Right. So now why we are trying to understand this format here? Let me give you a quick example. Try to understand this. I gave integer age equal to 30. Now I gave string system.debug. What is the output we are going to get for this? Whatever I gave in the block, the same will be printed. Now, system.debug my age plus my age is a string, right? This is a single quote. String plus age. What is the value of age? Age is a variable. It is a variable. String plus variable. What is the value in the variable? 30. So what is the output we are going to get? String plus variable. Whatever we gave as a string, that will be printed, plus variable value will be printed. Are you getting my point? So here, string name. This is how we got. Now tell me how I am going to give here. System.debug my name plus my age debug. This is what I give. So what is the output we are going to get? Let us see. Select this. Execute. Highlighted. Because I want only a part of the statements to be executed. We got a log file. Debug. So we got my name Ravi, my age 40, date of birth. So I hope you are getting my point. Clear for everyone. So if you want any value to be appended with the string plus any variable will give you output like a string only. Is that was clear? Right, boss? String plus any variable will print like a string only. I hope you are good with this one. Now, what was the purpose of this? First, system.debug. This method is used to print the message log file. This method is used to print the message in the log file. Syntax. Anything. You can give a string or integer or decimal or whatever it is. Navigation. What is the navigation for doing this? Developer console. You know how to open a developer console, right? What is that? Name developer console. Debug. Then we had execute anonymous. Execute anonymous. Then what is the code? Step 2, enable open log checkbox. Click on step 4, open the log file. Select I hope you are good with this.
Satish, can I ask one question?
Yes, Amma, go ahead.
So whatever we will write inside the system.debug, if it's integer, we need not to write it inside the single quote, right?
Not required.
Only we will write in this. Okay. So if you want to print 30 inside system.debug, we can just write 30,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. That's the
Okay.
reason I told is object. Object means it can be anything. When I say object, it can be anything.
Okay, thank you.
Right, boss. Then we are giving some examples. Now this what? I give integer age 30. I give variable. I hope you are good with this. Now we have seen how to write how to print the value. We also seen how to create the condition. Now let us come back to the if. Let us come back to the if and form examples. Okay. Because these statements, I am writing the statements. I told if statement. This statement may be printing the value. That statement may be a calculation of the value. That statement may be assigning the value. Statements can be only three things. One is assigning the value, calculation, or printing. Assigning the value, calculation, or printing. Any statement that you write will contain only these three. Okay, calculation, okay, assigning the value, or print. Okay, or invoking some other logic. Invoking some other logic. So let us take an example here. Now look at my requirement. See, this is not okay. This is not complete program. We are only writing a snippet. Logic we are writing. We are only writing the logic. We are only writing the logic. Okay. If industry is banking, then set rating as hot, lead source as well. If industry is banking, then set rating as hot, lead source as well. Right. Now what we require in this case? What we require in this? What we require? I give if industry equal to. We are assuming that all these variables are already existing. I am only writing the logic. Rating equal to what? Lead source equal to web. Right. Now we are assuming that already the data is available. We are only worried about logic writing. We are not writing a program. It's only snippet. Logic we are writing. Next, if experience is more than 3 years and city is Bangalore, then set salary as 50K and bonus as then what we are doing? If experience is more than 3 and city equal to Bangalore, then give the next one. If stage name is, if type is new customer, and set stage name as prospecting and close date as 15 days from today. Now I told if type equal to customer, stage name equal to prospecting, close date equal to system dot today. Yes, right. This only basic snippets. If name is not blank, not null, set if name is not blank and not null, name is not blank and not null. If condition, if it is true, what I have to implement? We'll try to form a complete example. Now this is only a snippet to tell you condition with the statements. This program will not execute because we have not created variables. It's only writing a logic for it. Now,
Satish, can I ask a
yes,
question?
go ahead.
So here in the second example, you said salary is equal to 50K. So it should be double equals to or just a single equals to
It's
sign?
questioning, right? Double equals to is to compare. Now I'm not
Okay.
comparing here. I'm assigning the value. Equal to is for assigning. Double equal to is to for comparing. Okay.
Okay. Got you. And the other thing is this if is always in the small.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Now what we are doing was name not equal to blank and name not equal to blank, not equal to null. Then we are giving ownership equal to. This is how we are giving. This is how we are giving. I hope you are good with this. Now let us form the complete example. Let us take the complete example now. Now we have taken a quick if condition. Let us form the complete example. Now look at my requirement. We have a requirement like this. In the last sessions, we have done some statements, calculating the prices and all those stuff. Take the values of employee name, city, experience, salary. If city is Hyderabad and experience is more than equals to 5 years, then set salary as 50K and bonus as 5K. Print the following output. I have to get the output like this. Finally, I have to get the output in this format. Write the program for this. Then how will you print it? First, you are supposed to create. You require string. You want to give the name, you can give it straight away. Then we have string decimal experience. Sorry. Now, experience equal to 6 years. Then you are writing a condition if city equal to Hyderabad and expense is greater than 5 years. Then set the condition salary equal to bonus equal to. Then ask you to print the output. How do you print the output? System.debug name city system.debug. This is how we give. So I told string plus anything will give you string plus variable. The value in the variable will be printed. So I wrote the complete program, defining a variables, writing the logic, then printing it. I hope you are good.
Experience is greater than or equal to, right? Experience is greater than or equal.
Yes, you can give it.
Satish, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
You told to print these statements only when the condition is met, right? So we should write all the system.debug inside the if scope, right? After the
Now see,
bonus.
now this is set. If this condition is not true, this will be blank. See, if this is true, then only we get salary and bonus. Otherwise, the same values will be printed. No.
Yes.
So I was thinking, please do not copy, make an attempt of writing. Now copy this, execute highlighted. Then we had debug only. This is how we are getting. Right, boss? So because the condition is true, we are getting the salary and bonus. In case if the condition is false, we get salary equal to, let me give you. Let me execute the same. Now here I am giving Bangalore. The condition is false. Go back, execute. So why null? Default value is null. If the value is not assigned, default value is null. As the condition is false, those two statements are not executed. So we got salary equal to null, bonus equal to null. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Right. So if you have some extra logic to be performed, when a condition is true, then we say if condition, write the statements. These statements will execute only when the condition is true. These statements will execute only when the condition is true. I hope you are good with this. Clear, boss? Okay. Now let us take the next one. I hope everybody is good with this example. Now let us go to the next one. We have seen about if condition. What if you want to write if else? If condition is true, do this. When the condition is false, how do you implement? So we gave all this statement to see if the condition is true, do this. Condition is false. Condition is false, what should I do? If condition is true, do this. Condition is false, what should I do? So if else, if else. Okay. People are comfortable with this, right? Okay. Now there are some good practices of writing this. What are those good practices? Let us see this. Why should I go to else? Now I gave a condition. Try to understand this concept here. Now I gave integer age equal to. I gave if age is above I'll make it vice versa. I gave some condition like this. Now, which statements will run? So, which condition will be run? Look at the point. If age is above 100, runs. Now it will come again. Check age is above 80. Again check age is above 30. Now what is that? If I write multiple if conditions, every if condition will be verified because all the if conditions are independent. All the if conditions are independent. Now if you write multiple if condition, all the if conditions will be verified. All the if conditions will be verified. So how many times the if condition is verified? 3 times. Now age is, let us say, age is 120. When age is 120, then first condition is true, then no need of checking second and third, right? But when you write multiple if like this, okay, first verified, true, run it. Second verified, false, don't run it. Third verified, run. So what is happening? Every if condition is verified. So if you want to check a multiple conditions, when you want to check a multiple condition, multiple if is not a good choice. Because all the if conditions are going to be executed irrespective of whether they are true or false. All the if conditions are going to be verified irrespective of whether they are true or false. Conditions will be verified. Now, this is how. So, how many times the conditions are getting executed? 3 times. Let me show you. Look at this. First, age 120, age above 100. Again it is checking age above 80. Again it is checking age above 30. So how many times the conditions are verified? 3 times. Now why should you verify 3 times? When it is above 100, I should stop verifying 80 and 30. When it is above 100, I should not execute 80 and 30. If it is above 100, obvious that it is above 80 and 30. Right? Then what should I do? Instead of writing a multiple if condition, I can go with if, else. If, else, if, else, if. What is the condition? If, else, if, else, if. So that number of conditions that I am going to verify has to reduce. Number of statements I am going to execute has to reduce. I hope you are good with this. Right? So that's the reason we are going with what? If, else. So what was the syntax of this if else? So I'll give it here. Statement 1. Now, if the condition is true, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. If the condition is true, this will run. If this condition is false, this will run. Either run this or run this. If the condition is true, run this, else run this. Not both the set. If this is true, come here. False, come here. False. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. First understand which will execute, which will not execute. Then we can put our logic accordingly. Is that was clear? Then let us go to the next example. So this is how we give. What was this? Condition is true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Condition is false. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is how we are taking. I hope you are good with this. So, if condition is true, do this. Condition is false, do this. Let us take an example. If industry is banking, then set trading as hot, ownership as industry is other than banking, rating as warm, ownership as. Now write this code. So we define if industry equal to banking, then rating equal to ownership as else rating equal to warm, ownership equal to. I have a condition. If the condition is true, set the rating as hot and ownership as public. Else, put this. If the type is new customer, then set stage name as prospecting, close date as 15 days from today. If the type is other than new customer, set stage name as closed one, close date as true. So write the condition for this. Now, how you define if type equal to new customer, if type equal to new customer, stage name equal to close date equal to today plus else stage name equal to close one, close date equal to. I hope you followed these examples. Right. We will see the extension in the next class. That's all from my end for the day.